The community creature vote is back for Ark Survival Ascended. This time for the Valguero map. The entry period for the creature submission ends at 1 p.m. Pacific on February 20th. The voting will begin at 1 p.m. Pacific on February 21st and end on February 28th at 1 p.m. The winner of this creature vote will be announced in the community crunch on February 28th. The guidelines for the creature vote include one thread per creature. If someone already has made a thread with your creature suggestion, feel free to upvote that thread instead of posting your own. It must be a real-world extinct, prehistoric creature. Developers are disqualified from posting their own ideas. Supplemental information is preferred. To participate in this creature submission votes, you have to register an account on survivetheark.com and be a regular member of the board, which requires 6 posts. Submitters are only eligible to win the creature vote once. Non-winning finalist submitters are still eligible to win the creature vote. Posts will no longer merge with similar submissions. The top 10 creatures will be selected from the top 10 upvoted creatures for a second round of voting using ranked vote. Now that we've covered some of the basics, let's go check out one of the creatures. All right, now let's look at the giant stick bug. As of the recording of this, has 281 upvotes, and it was suggested by Sword Bros. As with the other ones I'm doing, I'm reading the dossier last, so we're gonna skip down, I guess. Just hit taming real quick. To tame this animal, you have to throw honey to attract its attention. It will only come closer to eat if you not look directly at it. So you throw the honey and you turn the other way and distance yourself enough so that it can eat the honey. Yeah, like that's a fun idea. But I guess if you only have to like turn a little bit to get it to come at you, so you can still keep an eye on what it's doing. That would be funny. Yeah, so if you're not looking directly at it, let's see. So after throwing the honey, you turn the other way to distance yourself enough so that it can eat the honey. It will close in on itself and pretend to be a tree if you don't do that. So it has a honey icon that fills up, at which point the stick bug will be blocked by honey and not be able to close in. Okay. Then you can approach it and feed it sap or a veggie cake. I need to feed it as much as possible before it finishes digesting all the honey. I guess the honey icon is like a timer. When it runs out, it can close back up and then you have to repeat the process. Okay, well it's a unique taming idea. I think it's funny that you have to turn around and pretend like you didn't just throw honey at it. That's funny. Let's see, some skills we're suggesting is a climber. Oh my goodness, a climber. So just like a Megalania, it can climb any surface, and it doesn't consume stamina when it's just hanging there. Mimicry. Let's see, the insect turns into a tree, and anything that was chasing it stops. So that's neat. Undetectable by spyglasses. That'd be funny. There's some meme possibilities there. If you accidentally hit a wild insect, it will break free and run away to try and hide again. Okay, so the exact opposite of what a Megatherium does if you kill an insect. Okay. Hive collector. As a secondary skill, you can collect hives obtained from the domesticated queen bees and carry them on the tree bug, or stick bug. You will not only be able to transport honey anywhere, but should stick bug be attacked by... Oh, okay. So should the stick bug be attacked, the bees will rush to defend it immediately. Okay. So it's got some defensive capabilities. Living canoe, floats in water like a canoe, and not consume stamina while swimming. Is unable to dive, but will not be attacked by. So, okay, so it's literally a canoe. You turn it into a little log boat. Okay. Uh, Leads. Oh, okay. So leads will come and attack it, but it should have more health than a raft does, so that would be good. By scratching its exoskeleton, woody chitin is collected. It has an expiring organic material. Another resource is an organic version of sap. I will not attempt that, though. I think it's hemolymph. Yeah. Let's see. So it has a very long maturity. The resources produced in the animal's inventory. Yeah. So very simple. The taming method is really unique. Uh, I like the idea of its skills. I like these silly things that that everyone's been doing for these submissions and getting or making their submission really unique. So we'll go ahead and get into the dossier read. As I wandered through the forest, I got the impression that some logs were moving. Although I checked around, I didn't notice anything that strange except for a log without leaves. As I approached these logs, I picked up what appeared to be bark, but was actually woody chitin. From there, I realized it was a giant stick bug. Its gigantic size has not prevented it from perfecting its camouflage, so much so it has managed to become virtually indistinguishable from a tree to enemy prying eyes, even with the aid of a spyglass. To bring it out into the open, you have to throw honey at it several times, but it is important not to be seen, otherwise it will avoid approaching. Once it is busy enjoying the honey, you have to approach it to give it sap, its favorite food. Unlike many other insects used exclusively in warfare, the woody arthropod, being able to climb any surface and float on water, is mainly used for safe exploration. Its woody constitution has the advantage of making it immune to bee stings, which allows it to be able to carry a hive on itself, thus being protected by the colony. What was most surprising was to discover that if it is fed enough, it secretes hemolymph that is reminiscent of redwood sap in every way.